gorgeous ladies of wrestling. We're all champions in the ring, including all the hottest guys on American Adversaries. Love ya.
And we love you folks because you are listening to us as we come to you live on AM660theanswer.com or on your smart device because you have the the app loaded in. Dr. K has been diligently filling out his survey.
It is sealed and ready to go. I
signed, sealed, delivered.
Put that going.
As a dutiful Democratic Party leader would do. Well, tell us what you put down there, Mr. Leader.
I used your credit card and sent him $100.
Well, that's good. That means they won't get a dime. That thing's been maxed out.
Oh, Lord.
No.
Well, we could do what they do. Is they always, if they run out of money, they just write more checks.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, there you go.
They should be used to that by now.
Yeah, okay. But,
always print more money.
So, in all seriousness, though, what did you tell
God. A couple of things. No, I sealed the envelope now.
I know you did.
I already sealed the envelope. Let's see. What did I tell them? I told them that they wanted suggestions on what they should do, so I said they should move to the far right.
No. They're going to love that.
Improve their party.
They're going to love that, yeah.
And then I told them that how else can we improve our standings? And I said, well, if they checked into therapy and got in touch with reality, that would be a big plus. So, and then the last suggestion I made for them is that Barack Hussein Obama, the president, should go on a vacation until January 20th, 2017.
That's actually really kind of you. You wish him well.
I do.
You go take a really long vacation.
Ill will towards him. I just don't want him to do anything.
And he's got it sealed, ready for the mail. Ready to go out.
It's ready to roll. It's a nice bright banana yellow envelope too. That's the scary part.
They got the symbol on the front of it though. It reminds me of a pair of handcuffs. Show them the symbol.
Yeah, no, I kind of focused in on that. Yeah, that must be what's on the economy right now.
Yeah. That's what liberals will do to you, man.
That could be like the gay rights symbol, isn't it?
I don't know.
The interlocked circles, isn't that? Anyway, I don't know.
Black is white.
Here we go. Ebony and ivory all over the place. Here we are.
Oh my gosh. No, that's a different one.
That's true.
Oh well.
All right, so valedictorians. Nice segue.
Well, let's get to it. We got a couple of graduations. Okay, since you got the valedictorian one, let's do that one first.
Okay. Well, did you know I got to give the commencement speech at my alma mater? Did I say that?
You did last week,
but I didn't mention it on the air, did I?
Yeah, I think you did.
Maybe. Well, okay.
Well,
I was just being proud.
Well, let's do it again, and let's do it again Monday.
Okay. Well,
where did you have you gave the commencement
speech at Troy University, my alma mater, where I got my master's from.
Okay. Were you the only one?
I was the only one. I was
give a commencement speech.
Yes, I was.
Well, then that school isn't up to snuff.
I know. They should have had somebody better. That's just all I could find.
Because at a school in I'm pulling it up right now, they decided that one valedictorian wasn't enough.
One? Okay.
Yeah, so two wasn't enough.
Two?
No. 3 nor 4 nor a dozen valedictorians were not enough. And so they decided.
Smart school.
Yes, and of course the question is, how many is too many? Well, they decided to round it off at an even 222 valedictorians at an Ohio high school, according to the Columbus Dispatch. And this is a Columbus district school. Excuse me, in the nearby Columbus district. Of all the schools in that district, they had a total of 61 valedictorians in its 20 high schools. In other words, that was an average of 3. Usually it's 2, isn't it? A male and a female?
Yeah, the only reason they have 2 is if they're really, really close in GPA. If they have identical GPAs, then they'll just, 1 and 2. And then they just flip a coin and see who goes first.
Well, at Dublin High School, up until 2008, they only awarded that title to 1 student. But then it changed the rules so more students could be eligible for scholarships based on that achievement.
Yes, there's a valedictorian scholarship that's out there, yeah.
So, in other words, they're watering down the achievement. So the more, this is kind of like the Rachel Dolezal thing and the Elizabeth Warren thing, right?
Yep.
Let's all just claim to be this so that we can get that.
Yep.
And it's as you say, we need to be coming back to reality, and we seem to be getting farther and farther away from it.
We are slipping further and further away.
Yeah.
Everything's becoming watered down.
Yeah, but the problem is, of course, as the person who wrote this for the Columbus Dispatch, he says somewhere in Dublin, that's the high school, 3 students who actually there are students who actually deserve the title are sharing that award with the students who don't.
Naturally.
And
everyone gets a trophy.
Everyone gets a trophy.
Everyone gets a trophy.
And it's just about as lunatic. What's the word I'm looking for? As lunatic as it gets, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's just like saying, well, everyone is special. Well, then if you say that, then that means nobody's special.
Nobody is special.
Nobody's special.
And in essence, that's the bottom line with socialism.
Yeah.
You see, and they think that that's good.
Yeah.
They think that that's a selling point.
Yeah.
But really, what it means is we're all the dregs.
Yeah.
Because nobody's trying to achieve. You see, it's in the trying. It's not really in so much the achieving, but it's in the attempt to achieve.
Yep.
That is really what is the lesson for all of us.
Yeah.
Because you start out at point A and you want to get at point A plus. And it doesn't matter where your starting point is as long as you're working toward that plus. And that's what's being lost.
Yep.
Is why work? Why work hard for something?
You know.
Exactly.
You know, I see that at the college level, you know, with some of my students, and it's like, you know, it's not fair that, you know, I have an 88, why can't you give me an A?
Yeah.
You didn't earn it.
Right.
You know, what do you want me to do? Somebody has a 96, say, oh, they only needed a 90 to get an A. I can take 6 of their points, you know, therefore I give you a 92. Geez, that would work.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work that way. You have to earn the grade that you get.
Well, meanwhile, the story being reported by the San Diego Union Tribune at a graduation ceremony, an illegal immigrant stood up and unfurled a Mexican flag.
Okay.
This is, I guess, what they mean when they say diversity is good.
Yeah.
You sneak into the country illegally, or your parents brought you here illegally. Nonetheless, it's an illegal act. But then, instead of showing your gratitude for being here, because you would assume that if they went to the efforts of coming here illegally, if they were a good citizen and went to all of that effort to break the law to get here, is because they so desperately wanted to come to America to be Americans, right?
You would think.
You would think. But that is not what was being demonstrated by this young lady when she stood up at the graduation ceremony. Let me see if I can pull up
We're talking California here, though, right? And this is the same place where the Mexican students had hung the Mexican flag on the school's flagpole.
Yeah.
And some American students went and they pulled it down and put the American flag back up. And the American students were the ones suspended.
They were the ones that got in trouble.
Yeah, they're the ones that got in trouble, got suspended.
Yeah. This was an undocumented girl. She carried the flag, unfurled it as she was going up for it was a university graduation ceremony.
Well, she could use that flag as a blanket on the bus back to Mexico.
Yeah. Indira Esparza.
Okay.
That's Esparza. Indira Esparza, a 22-year-old undocumented student who moved to the United States when she was 2, proudly unfurled the green, white, and red flag of Mexico as she walked across the stage. And then the reporter of the Union Tribune sticks up for her.
Was she graduating high school or college?
College.
Okay. I was going to say 22, high school. Okay.
Yeah, 22. No, she was graduating college, probably on a scholarship paid for,
Did they have to pay out-of-state tuition?
Yeah.
And in California, they don't have to pay out-of-state tuition.
That's it. And to show her gratitude,
there you go.
She unfurls the Mexican flag.
Yeah, another in your face. Thank you very much.
In your face. Thank you very much. That's right. Speaking of in your face, one of the winningest high school baseball coaches in Massachusetts has lost his job. His name is
Great tell why.
His name is Kirk Fredericks,
Mm-hmm.
and in the last 14 season, he has taken his team to the tournament playoffs. Guess how many times?
I'm going to say 14.
14 times. And he was invited not to come back for the 15th season. And when asked why, he was told that over the last couple of years there were complaints that he was too tough of a coach.
And the real reason is they want to give the other teams a chance to get a trophy.
Well, I guess that, or it's just winning is too tough. It's too tough to be a winner.
Okay,
right?
Yeah. God, why set a standard?
Can you imagine
no.
Don Shula trying to coach college football, say, in this day and age?
No.
Because they said he was a tough taskmaster. And, practices, and he demanded more out of his players than sometimes they were willing to give. And guess what?
Yeah.
He's the only coach to go undefeated through an NFL season.
Exactly. And you have Mike McBath coming in here, and the stories he tells about how tough Joe Paterno was. A fly in today's world. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it would not. And it's not flying in Massachusetts where Kirk Fredericks.
I had a gym teacher when I was in high school that the only way you got an A in his class is if you bled. I'm serious. So, there you're not showing enough effort unless you're bleeding.
Well, all I know is that most people, when you look back in your life, it was the toughest teachers, the toughest taskmasters that you have that you end up appreciating the most.
Yeah.
Because they got you to go the farthest.
Yeah.
They got you to go to places where you didn't think you could go.
Yeah.
And that's why they do it.
Yeah. Push.
So, when winning becomes too tough, or it's too tough to be a winner, we're in the wrong place. But you folks are in the right place because you're listening to the American Adversaries, and you'll be in the right place Monday if you join us at Cafe Positano for our live remote broadcast. It's going to be a great celebration.
It'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it.
Lots of fun. And I understand that they're making up a whole new batch of limoncello just for me.
Oh, really?
Just for us, I should say.
Yeah, because you got to get Lou to make Bernadette a cappuccino. He makes it really good for her.
Yeah, he does. Lewis, yeah. I actually got Mike McBath to have a limoncello the other night.
Really?
He had one, then he got back to his martini.
Back to martini, too.
All right, we'll be back after this short break.